Hello, good morning po. Yan. So yes, for my part, i-demonstrate ko po yung My Bizmate. Sabi nga ni Sir Sok, it came from our pain point as well. So kinailangan namin gumawa ng isang system na mag improve yung aming workflow and basically automates our job. 70% of our processes have been automated by My Bizmate, especially doon sa ating tax compliance part. So everyone, if hindi pa kayo naka-create ng account, please do create an account dito sa ating landing page, mybizmate.io. Click nyo lang po yung sign in and continue with Google lang po tayo. Alright, so upon signing in po, may makikita po tayong form dyan. I-explain ko po paano i-fill out yung form para po sa mga hindi pa naka-register. So, yung form po na makikita nyo parang ganito po. So, ilalagay nyo lang po yung mga details ng inyong company. Ayan, kung kayo po ay mga business owners, ilagay nyo po yung registration ng inyong business. Kung kayo po ay accounting firm, ilagay nyo po yung registration ng inyong accounting firm. Ayan, so kung kayo naman po ay mga estudyante, mag-imbento na lang kayo ng kung ano dito para matry nyo siya. Ayan, so basically, at kung ano man po yung ilagay nyo rito, yan po yung gagamitin ni MyBizMate dun sa mga compliance or reports part or aspect ni system. So, you have to define if you are VAT or non-VAT. You have to define kung kayo po ay corporation or individual. Based on your definition, mag-iiba po yung form. Ayan. So, paki-fill out na lang po lahat ng may asterisk and if possible lahat po ng data na hinihingi nitong form na to. Ayan. Alright, so you can also select your RDO and then you can also define your address. Okay, so dito sa part na to, I would explain it a little bit more. If your client or if kayong negosyante po, meron kayong 1601C or yung sa BIR form natin, meron tayong fina-file na 1601C, mag-yes lang po tayo dito. Pag wala naman po, just skip it or no. And then kung tayo po ay we withhold sa ating mga suppliers, for example, dun sa mga top withholding agents or doon sa mga business owners na may rent at nagpabayad ng withholding sa rent, lagay nyo lang po yung income tax only kasi yung VAT po is pang government yan. So, dito po sa part na to, just put income tax if you are withholding sa suppliers. Pag hindi naman po, just say no. And then, kapag naman po yung mga customers natin ang nagwi-withhold sa atin, i-click nyo lang po yung yes. Pero kung wala naman po tayong customer na we withhold sa ating collections, just say no dito. And then, si Bizmate, kaya rin niya pong mag-monitor ng PPE items. So, if your client have a lapsing schedule, mag-yes lang tayo. Pero kung wala naman tayong lapsing schedule, purely straightforward sa chart of accounts yung ating entries, pwede tayong mag-no dito. Yan. So if everything is filled out, just continue po, i-save nyo lang po yon and maglo-load na po yung inyong MyBizmate account. Upon successful creation of company, makikita nyo po itong home dashboard natin wherein makikita nyo po yung nilagay nyong pangalan ng business dito sa taas. Okay, so itong dashboard, brief overview lang po. Dito po natin makikita yung mga cards natin, quick cards, quick information about our transactions. Meron na rin po tayong reminder ng deadlines, uh, filing and periods, posting history, income versus expense charts, ayan, needs attention. And of course, ito pong pro forma workflow natin kung saan ma-visualize natin yung nangyayari sa system. So, just a brief introduction, yung system po natin um, very efficient siya. Meaning to say, lahat ng gagawin natin sa system minsan lang. So, once you have transacted your sales, your purchase, collection, payment, creditable withholding tax payables, payroll journal, and depreciation, everything that you see here is automated. Wala na po tayong added step. That's the beauty of MyBizmate. Everything is seamless and everything is integrated we only input once. That's why in our landing page, ang sinasabi namin doon, encode once and we do the rest. So, ganun po yung nangyayari sa system. Ito po for the longest time has been our problem, especially in the practice, especially in the business side. Napakadaming worksheet, napakadaming Excel, napakadaming system na ginagamit. Ang ending, instead na makatulong ang mga system, isa pang pahirap yan. So every deadline, naghahabol tayo, hindi natin alam kung paano natin i-consolidate, especially for bookkeepers and firms, yung format ng clients, paiba-iba. So all those problems, those were the inspiration of my BizMate. So to formally start my demonstration, eto pong sheets. Ito po, dito po nangyayari lahat ng magic. So, you only input once in the sheets. You input your sales, collection, purchase payment, withholding, payroll, journal, and depreciation, and everything will be seamless. So, for the system demonstration, magsasample po tayo ng transaction. Okay, so for those accountants, magigets nyo siguro pag sinabi ko na ang system natin is accrual basis. Meaning to say, every time we transact a sales, hindi pa yan automatically na matatag na paid unless you say so. Okay? So, pero meron tayong mga automations na nangyayari sa system like, so, sampulan natin dito sa sales. Sa sales po, makikita nyo na dito yung mga customer nyo. So, as you can see, before I proceed, as you can see, napaka napaka-intuitive ng UI natin. Meaning to say, para siyang madaling i-understand. Kasi po, ang inspiration natin dito is si Excel. Because everyone knows how to use Excel. So, when we created MyBizMate, we made it to a point na napakadali niyang gamitin. Hindi po kami masyadong nag-complicate ng aming system. Ang gusto po natin, anyone could use MyBizMate. Ayan. So, as you can see, ang UI niya is parang Excel-like lang. Ayan. So, you can move that. Actually, you can also use shortcuts uh, in your keyboard para gamitin si MyBizMate. Now, um, dito po sa form ng sales, makikita nyo, table yan. So, once you have filled out all the necessary columns, si system na ang gagawa ng journal entry for you. Meaning to say, there's no more need for an added step para ma-journalize yung transaction. So, for example, you want to create a sales transaction, you can quickly add a new customer pag wala dito, no? So, ito yung form to add a new customer. I-fill out lang natin yung mga required fields. But for demonstration purposes, for example, if i-select natin si Cordillera Realty and then ilagay lang natin yung gross, okay? As you can see, gross po yung nakalagay dito. So, wag na natin isipin yung net of VAT, basta yung total po na nasa resibo. For example, 200,000. And then, for the revenue account, dito po niya i-recognize yung revenue. So, for example, sales of service, and then you can already tag the creditable withholding income tax and VAT dito sa sales. But just to point out, tagging lang po ang nangyayari dito. Hindi pa po siya magre-reflect sa South IT at South VAT unless i-transact natin siya dito sa creditable withholding tax na tab. Kasi po, minsan, alam man natin na merong withholding yung transaction, pero hindi pa dumarating minsan yung 2307. So, kailangan po natin ng added step to make sure na what we are claiming for the current period ay yung na-receive lang natin. So, for this one is an optional. Optional lang po itong tagging dito. Ayan. So, but just the same, I'll just tag po. So, i-search nyo lang po yung appropriate na ATC sa IT and sa VAT. Ayan. And then, kung meron po tayong mga external invoice na basis, lagay lang natin yung number. Ayan. And then, kaya niya rin yung multiple branch. Okay, so since etong terms po dito, sa sales po, we have two types of terms. We have the cash and on account. So pagka ginawa natin sang cash, si system po gagawa na siya automatically ng a separate collection transaction without re-encoding it. So that's where automations comes in. Hindi po natin kailangan na pag transact sa sales, since receivable po yan, magta-transact pa po ulit tayo sa magta-transact pa po ulit tayo sa collection. No. Pag sinabi mong cash ang terms, kung anong date nung sales transaction mo, gagawa rin siya ng connected na collection transaction dahil cash yung tinag mo. Pero pag on account ang pinili mo, hindi siya gagawa. Ikaw yung magde-define kailan mo siya i-collect. So that's how the sales and even the purchases works. Okay, so let's say for example, cash yung pinili natin. Okay, so sasabihin rin ni system kung okay na. So pag okay na, okay to post, wala nang kulang, pwede na nating i-post yung entry. And as you can see, recorded na yung ating transaction. Pag clinic natin ito, makikita natin sa side panel natin yung information about our line of transaction. Now, makikita nyo dito may button na 2307 because nag-define ako kanina na meron akong tinag dito. So, pwede nyong balikan later kapag na-receive nyo na yung 2307 nitong customer na to. Pwede nyong balikan later yung line na to and just click record 2307. And siya na po yung maggagawa ng line dito sa CWT tab for the claiming of 2307. Again, pag hindi po natin pinasok sa CWT, hindi magre-reflect sa South IT at South VAT. Okay? So, pero ang kagandahan po nito, pag once na tinag natin sa sales, auto-fill out na po siya. Ayan. Okay, so we can post it. Okay. Ayan. So, balikan natin yung sales transaction kanina, si Cordillera. Nasa taas siya. Ayan. So, si Cordillera, makikita natin may dalawang connected na transaction sa kanya. This is the collection, o 189, and net of withholding, and then we have the withholding received na 10,000 for the CWT IT and CWT VAT. So that's how it works. So ano lang yung ginawa ko doon? I just defined sino yung customer ko, magkano yung gross, anong revenue account ko siya ipapasok, anong mga withholding, and then pinost ko na SI number, and then pinost ko na, and then after posting, dahil meron ng withholding, tinag ko rin yung withholding, and that's it. I'm done with my sales. Gawin nyo lang yan sa lahat ng sales transaction nyo for the month or for the period, and you're done with your sales. Okay? Now, paano naman dun sa purchases? So, it works. Yung collection hindi ko na ipapakita kasi nag-auto-create siya kanina, no? So, silipin lang natin. This one is connected to CR60, yung create ko kanina. So, ayun, eto siya, yung CR60. So, dahil cash yung pinili ko dito, nag-create na siya ng panibagong collection transaction right away without added step. Pero pagka ang nilagay natin dito ay on account, yan. Pakita ko saglit para ma-realize nyo yung difference. Yan. Hindi siya magre-create ng collection transaction at may makikita kayong button dito na collect. Yan. And then you can define kailan mo siya kinolect. Same as true with this. This is the same button. Yan. And pwede ka rin dito manggaling. Piliin mo lang kung sino and then magpapakita na yung mga open niya na SI for collection. Okay, so there are 3 ways to collect. One is here, the other one is here, and then the other one is dun sa mismong collection tab para make sure na wala tayong mamimiss out. Okay, and may makikita kayo dito na pending na 6 for collection. And makikita nyo yung listahan. Okay, so that's how it works. Very efficient yung ating recording process. Pagdating naman sa purchase kasi minsan bumibili tayo ng mga binabuy and sell, nire-retail, direct cost. Minsan, nagpo-purchase tayo naman for operating expenses, bills sa kuryente, renta, fuel, etc. And sometimes we purchase asset mismo or PPE like service vehicle, leasehold improvements, building. Lahat na po yun, wala na kayong ibang i-open na tab kundi purchases. Okay? So, dito, kapag naka-on po yung PPE kanina, pag nag-select kayo ng PPE, meron siyang link items here. Okay, so meaning to say, um, itatag niya yung PPE per chart of account ng PPE, yung item. Okay, so if naka-on, sabi ko nga, kung yung client natin meron siyang lapsing schedule, pwede natin tong gamitin. Pero kung wala naman, pwede natin yun i-off para diretso journal na lang yung debit and credit natin sa depreciation expense. But, okay, so I will demonstrate naman yung typical transaction natin, of course. Cost of goods sold po yung ating madalas na pino-purchase, no? Okay, so yung explain ko lang po, yung ating may Bismate, hindi po siya per inventory. Per resibo po siya kasi pang ERP na po yung pag meron siyang inventory. Pinasimple lang natin kasi para lang po magkaroon tayo ng records, hindi naman na natin masyadong kailangan yung particulars. So, ang tinatag lang po natin is yung gross at kung anong account yan ipapasok. So, ngayon, makikita nyo po, cost of goods sold po muna yan para at the end of the period, pwede po kayong mag-adjust, mag-debit ng inventory pag may ending inventory po kayo. So pwede po kayong mag-journal entry later on para ma-reflect yung totoong COGS ninyo. Kasi minsan hindi naman lahat ng pino-purchase na bebenta agad. So in that case, pwede naman po nating i-adjust yung uh, debit inventory, yung ending inventory natin for the current period and credit cost of goods sold para po ma-adjust. But I will just demonstrate how to record that. So you have to define again the supplier and then how much is the gross. Yan, yan. For example, 180. By the way, you can select po kung ano yung tax type, no? Naka-default lang na VAT kasi VAT yung company. And then, again, you can tag. This is similar with sales. Hindi po siya agad-agad magre-reflect sa QAP, sa quarterly ARPA list of payees pagka define natin. By the way, may mga recommended pala dito based dun sa pinili mong expense account. So may mga recommended na dito para kasi maiwasan natin yung nagkakalituhan eh. So for example, rent yung pinili natin. Agad-agad yung ipapakita niya dito, i-recommend niyang withholding is yung rent. Yan. So para maiwasan natin yung pagkakamali. So, for example, tinag ko yung 158, hindi pa yan po magre-reflect sa QAP. Kasi po, tinag ko pa lang siya dito kasi the only way mag-reflect sa QAP is dapat mag-reflect siya dito sa withholding tax payable na tab. Okay? So, okay. So, I think okay na ako to post. Yan. By the way, meron din tayong branch dyan and then we can type in yung ating invoice number ng supplier. Okay, so dahil cash po ito, magre-create din siya ng automatically ng payment transaction. Pag in-on account ko naman, hindi siya magre-create ng payment transaction and manual ko siyang i-collect on a later date. So, for simplicity, cash lang muna yan. And then, try nating i-post. Ayan, so makikita nyo agad, na-post na siya. Ito yung journal entry niya. And then, meron tayo ditong button na record withholding tax payable, and meron din tayong print. Si MyBizMate, kaya niya na ring mag-print ng 2307 based on the transaction. Yan. Okay? So, tsaka lang nagpapakita tong button na to pag may dinefine po tayo dito na withholding tax ATC. Okay? So again, hindi yan magre-reflect sa QAP unless i-click ko itong withholding tax dito. And automatic naman na yan na magpapakita sa line. No need to modify naman. Okay? For easier, ano. Yan. Okay, so after posting that, balik natin sa transaction, dalawa na yung nakalink. Kasi dahil naka-cash terms kanina, nag-create na rin siya ng payment transaction and pinost ko manually kanina, clinic ko kanina yung withholding tax payable dito. So, complete na yung aking purchase transaction. So, ayun lang yung ginawa ko pero nakapag-reflect na ako ng journal entry, natag ko na rin yung withholding, nakapag-collect na rin ako, meron na akong disbursement, and meron na rin ako nung QAP ko. So, all those things are happening inside the transaction itself. So, by the way, si system pwede ka ring mag-attach ng picture. Para pag binalikan mo siya, meron kang trail or meron kang way to check later on. Or ni-request sa'yo na pwede bang makita yung actual document, at least nakatag na rito. Ayan. Or you can also put the Google Drive link pag sinisave nyo sa Google Drive yung mga transactions ninyo. Ayan. Okay. So, again, to review, sales are connected to collection and creditable withholding tabs. Purchase are connected to payments and withholding tax payable tabs. Okay, so eto pa lang, halos gawa mo na lahat ng kailangan mong gawin sa system. Okay, so before I proceed with payroll, okay, the next one will be payroll. I would like to explain a little bit more on how are you going to transition with MyBizMate. Kasi, syempre, pag mag-uumpisa kang gamitin si MyBizMate, wala pa dyan yung mga records mo before. Wala pa dyan yung supplier database mo, wala pa dyan yung customer database, wala pa dyan yung employee database. So, saan mo nga ba i-add yon at paano mo yan i-add ng mabilisan? So, punta lang po tayo sa masters. And punta lang po tayo sa parties. Andito na po yung makikita lahat ng parties natin, mapa-customer or supplier. Ngayon, paano po mag-add? Meron tayong add dito mismo, okay? Or meron din tayong add dito sa my parties mismo. Same lang po yan. Ito po yung pinaka-mabilis na way pag nagtra-transition tayo, import. So, ginawan na po namin ng import para po pagka gagamitin nyo si MyBizMate is gagayahin nyo na lang po yung format ng Excel pag mag-uumpisa kayo and then gayahin lang po natin ito. Okay? Meron pong notes kada tab, kada header para po alam nyo yung gagawin nyo. Basahin lang po nating maigi at intindihin para po hindi tayo magkamali during import. Okay? After accomplishing this, i-click nyo lang po yung choose file and then i-load nyo po dito. And then i-click nyo lang po yung next. Hanggat may error po, ayaw niya pong i-import yan. So ayusin nyo lang po yung sinasabi niya hanggang sa ma-import nyo. Kung meron kayong 100 customer and supplier, pwedeng-pwede nyo pong i-import ng mabilisan. Yan. Para po, every time magta-transact tayo sa sheets, meron na po tayong mga customer and supplier doon. Hindi na tayo mag-a-add isa-isa later. Ganon rin po sa employees. I-click lang natin tong employees tab and then click new employee. Ayan. Iba po yung form ng employee kasi yung employee natin, ang purpose din nito is to fill out the 2316 form annually and yung annual alpha list of employees natin. Ayan. Okay? So, pwede rin po tayong mag-import dito kasi syempre minsan po madaming empleyado yung client natin. So, gusto natin minsanang i-add yan. So, mas mahaba nga lang po yung header niya kasi mas madaming field po ang available kay employees. Okay? Ganun lang din po. Pag na-finalize natin yon, i-click lang po natin yung choose file and then i-next na lang po natin. Ayusin lang po natin yung mga error na sasabihin niya. Alright, so because na-discuss ko na paano mag-import ng parties and employees, ayan, i-discuss ko na rin briefly paano naman mag-add ng branches. Punta lang po sa master and click yung branch. And makikita nyo na rito yung paano mag-add ng branch. Ngayon po, yung main branch, you don't need to add that. Kasi by default, si MyBizMate po is naka-main branch na siya. Ang i-add nyo lang po is yung kasunod or yung 0001. Okay, so kung meron kayong multiple branch, dito nyo lang po siya i-add. Okay, paano naman po mag-add ng bank account? Kung gustuhin nating mag-monitor ng bank account, meron din po tayo dito, bank account na tab. Okay? Just create new bank account and i-define nyo lang po yung mga fields na hinahanap niya. Okay? And later on, makikita nyo na po ito sa mga chart of accounts. Okay, so that's how you modify the master data po. Explore nyo na lang po dito sa master's page. Now, dahil na-discuss ko na po paano mag-import, syempre, i-discuss ko rin po na meron pa tayong other way to transact with MyBizMate, which is pwede rin po tayong mag-import ng sales and purchases. Dahil minsan po, time consuming din po ang pag-encode. Kung meron naman na pong sinasubmit yung client natin na Excel, might as well use that Excel to transact with MyBizMate. Pero here's the catch. You have to follow the format of MyBizMate. So my advice to the bookkeepers and firms out there na attendees natin, isend nyo na lang po yung format na gusto ni BizMate. Yun, dun na lang po kayo magpa-fill out sa kanila. So ito lang naman po yung format ng sales. Meron po yung instruction. Pakibasa na lang po. And use that. You can list it down here, lahat ng transaction ninyo, and just import with MyBizMate. Ganun rin po yung purchases. Meron tayong import. Ganun rin po yung creditable withholding tax. Meron tayong import. Ganun rin po yung withholding tax payable. Meron tayong import. Alright, but wala po tayong import ng collection and payment. Why? Kasi once na sinabi mong cash, yung terms, gagawa na agad si MyBizMate ng collection transaction doon sa import. In-import mo. So, there's actually no need for an additional import for collection. Ganon rin po sa payments. Okay? Ayan. Pero pag on account po, still we have no choice but to manually collect them or pay them one by one. Okay? So now that we understand how to transact with sales, purchase, collection, payment, withholding taxes, and how to migrate your masters, paano naman sir pagka magbibegbal ako? Punta ka lang sa journal. Sa journal, ito na yung kakampi ng lahat ng accountants. Pag nagkakamali tayo, pag may gusto tayong i-adjust, you just have to transact it inside the journal tab under adjusting entries or opening balance or closing balance, whatever it is that you want to do. Dito mo na rin pwedeng gawin yung mga depreciation kung hindi per item. Pwede mo na rin gawin dito yung salaries and wages pag hindi naman sila naka 1601C. So you can do pretty much everything you need to do here na hindi covered ng mga tabs natin dito. Okay, so sampulan natin, you can just select your chart of accounts na gusto mong i-entry. Ayan. Lagay mo lang yung date. Pag begbal yan, of course, dapat beginning balance yan. Opening. Something like that. And upon saving, mayroon na siyang journal entry later. Okay? So, silipin natin itong mga successful journal entry. Yan. Ganyan siya. Okay? Ayan. So, the journal tab is for the any adjusting entry, opening balance, ayan, closing, reclass, or general entries. Ayan. So, dito mo na rin pwedeng gawin yung ending inventory. Mag-debit ka lang dito ng inventory, credit ka ng cost of goods sold. Kung ito yung account na ginamit mo sa purchases. Yan. So, i-declare mo lang yung ending inventory and magre-reflect na yan sa income statement and balance sheet. Okay? So, yeah. For the last part ng tab natin is the payroll. Semi pala kasi may lapsing pa tayo. So payroll, dito naman sa payroll tab, nangyayari yung ating transaction ng 1601C. This payroll tab, hindi po siya pang payslip. Ang 1601C at 2316 at alpha list of employees lang po siya. So basically, yung pagpa-file natin ng 1601C can be done by breaking down per employee per month. So once you have transacted all your employees here per month, si system na natin ang gagawa ng mga 2316 na yan annually tsaka yung mga alpha list of employees. Yan. By the way, may auto computation yan dito. Okay, depende dun sa nilagay mong ano. Pero pwede naman siyang i-override. Okay? Yan. So that's how it works with MyBizMate.io sa payroll naman. So just to remind everyone again, payroll is not for the HRIS ng company but it's solely to address the tax compliance ng company. So, by the way, upon entering a successful payroll run, ito po yung pro forma entry natin diyan. Depende dun sa na-fill out mo na columns, okay? Ngayon, upon posting this, mapapansin nyo, ang credits niya ay payable. So, hindi pa po siya reflected sa cash. Kasi kailangan nyo pa po itong i-journal entry later para po ma-reflect sa cash yung inyong salaries and wages. So, paano po ginagawa yon? Pag na-save na po yan, meron po kayong makikitang remit liabilities na button. I-click lang po yan and i-define nyo lang po kailan nyo i-remit at anong bank account po siya i-deduct. So, ganun lang po kasimple yung ating flow sa salaries and wages kung naka-open po yung 1601C. Pero, you can skip this part kasi masyadong complicated to sa mga typical business owners. You can skip this part if wala ka namang tax type na 1601C. So, you don't have to do this if wala kang 1601C. So, anong alternative pag walang 1601C? Diretso na po tayo dito ng debit salaries and wages, credit cash. Okay? You don't have to do this. Although, very simplified na siya, pero kung hindi mo naman kailangan, wag mo na siyang gawin dito. Okay? So, and then the last tab here is the lapsing. Etong lapsing, kinukuha niya lahat ng items na pinasok mo sa purchase na PPE. 'Di ba kanina mayroon akong pinakita diyan na PPE item. So for example, yan. Ito yung pag-add. Okay? So pag na-add ko yan, makikita ko lahat ng for lapsing dito. Ngayon, isang click lang po yung depreciation. Okay? Piliin nyo lang po yung month. Ito. So, ito na-post ko na kasi. So, meron na lang month of September yung kasunod. So, I can just click post run here. And then, lahat ng depreciation ko for these PPE items will be posted as one. Making sure na hindi natin nai-skip yung ating hindi natin nai-skip yung ating depreciation. Now, if the client don't have or if the business owner don't have a lapsing schedule, pwede naman pong diretso depreciation ulit tayo. So, mag-debit ka na lang dyan ng debit machinery equipment, ganyan, kahit wala na po siyang subsidiary. Kung naka-off po yung PPE item natin. Okay? Pag naka-on po kasi, nire-require niya lagi. Pero kung naka-off po yan, hindi niya na po i-require. So again, MyBizMate anticipates na sometimes you need this PPE item, sometimes you don't. So, bahala na po kayo kung paano nyo siya iti-tweak. But, in order for you to tweak that, ipakita ko lang po saglit sa settings, under sheets, makikita po natin dito yung fixed asset PPE, i-off lang natin yan kung ayaw natin yon. And doon po sa payroll naman, pwede po nating i-off. Okay? Ito. Okay? And for the auto calculation, pwede nyo rin pong i-off yan kung gusto nyong manual pa rin yung override. And for the payroll columns, pwede nyo pong dagdagan yung columns na nakita nyo kanina. Depende po dun sa applicability sa company. Alright, so again, this is where all the transaction happens. Wala tayong ibang clinic na page. Everything happens in the sheets. Now, ang kagandahan dito, Once na nakompleto mo yung sales, purchase, collection, payment, payroll, journal entries, everything, depreciation, ending inventory, all of it, kompleto, wala ka ng ibang gagawin kundi mag-generate. Okay? So, everything now is automated with MyBizMate. Meaning to say, once everything here is done, meron ka ng complete sets of books of accounts. Okay? Ito na yung automation na sinasabi namin. So, lahat ng books of accounts, by the way, you can use this as loose leaf format. Ipaalam nyo lang sa BIR and auto-download na siya. I mean, auto na siya, ipiprint nyo na lang. So, number one problem of accountants, books of accounts, solved already. Ayan, lahat yan. Okay? Another, financial reports, of course. Meron ka ng trial balance, balance sheet, income statement, cash flow, changes in equity, AR aging, and AP aging. Meron ka pang comparative and multi-period formats. Okay? Very easy to use, automated, walang added step. You just transacted from the sheets, books, and financial reports are ready anytime. Now here is where MyBizMate becomes specialized. Kaya na rin ni MyBizMate na i-project yung tax due every quarter or every month. You just have to click tax summary and based on what you transacted in the sheets, makikita mo na rito kung meron kang dapat bayaran sa VAT, withholding, final withholding, income tax, and 1601C. Everything came from the sheets. Wala po tayong ibang ginawa kundi nagpasok sa sheets. Lahat na po ito is as in auto-generated. Okay? And then, eto pa po, yung isa nating in-automate, lahat ng dot file na nire-require ni BIR nasa MyBizMate na. So, i-click nyo lang po tong tax reports. You already have the SLS, SLP, SLI, South IT and South VAT, QAP, QAP final, alpha list of non-MWE and alpha list of MWE. Okay? Ito yung matindi dyan. Ita-download nyo na lang po yung .dot file. And i-validate nyo na lang yan on your own, then email sa e-submission. Walang added step again because 'di ba sa BIR, you have to re-encode everything dun sa relief data entry nila. Dito hindi, it came from the sheets and then whatever is there napunta po dito sa tax reports natin. Walang added step 'yan. Okay? And then finally, ito po yung talagang the best feature natin. You can also download tax returns. Okay? For example, itong 1601C natin, i-generate mo na lang yan, save XML, punta ka lang doon sa local disk C, hanapin mo lang si EBIR forms, save file, i-save mo lang dito yan. Okay? And then punta ka sa EBIR forms, i-type in mo lang yung TIN so long as meron ka ng profile. Okay? Hanapin mo yung form na dinownload natin. And ito na. Okay? Andito na yung dinownload ko kanina. Wala akong ginalaw. View. And hintayin lang nating mag-load yung EBIR forms. And whatever it is na transact natin sa MyBizMate, makikita mo dito sa EBIR forms. Whatever form man yan, mapa 1601C, 2551Q, 2550Q, 1701 Q, 1702Q, any form that you need to file with BIR is here. And what you have to do na lang is to verify the fields, validate. Of course, I won't submit kasi baka masubmit ko talaga to, di ba? So, eto na po, validated siya. Ayan. So, sample lang itong 1601C but every return is here. We have all the monthly returns. We have all the quarterly returns. Mapa-VAT man yan or ITR, and we also have the annual returns. Everything in one platform. Again, I'm telling you this, walang added step, wala tayong uh, wala tayong ni-require na iba kundi magpasok lang sa sheets. Okay? So now, your job is being transformed. Your job now is to make sure that all transactions in the sheets page is accurate and complete. That's all. That's your job now, is to verify. Your job now is not to create the working paper, create the manual financial reports, encode in the data entry of BIR, fill out the EBIR forms whatsoever. All of that will be removed by MyBizMate, and what you have to do na lang is to verify your transactions. Okay, by the way, an added bonus, no, before you file your tax return, you can save as PDF muna para um makita mo yung laman ng form. Yan. You can save it as PDF. Yan. Again, this is all coming from the sheets. Okay? Wala tayong ibang inedit dyan or modify. Okay? All right. So that's I think all the basic features and functionalities of MyBizMate. Meron pa tayong bonus sa mga accounting firms. Okay? For the accounting firms here right now, I'm telling you, you can use this for multiple clients. Okay? So punta lang tayo dito sa clients page and i-add nyo lahat ng clients nyo dito. Okay? So that you can manage them as well here in MyBizMate. So pagka once na na-add nyo lahat ng clients nyo dyan, magkakaroon sila ng switcher dito. Make sure lang na pag may multiple clients kayo, tama yung pinasukan nyong client, kasi magkakaroon kayo ng multiple selection dito sa ano. That's why merong switch icon dito is for the switching of companies. Okay? And then meron din tayong tax monitor para ma-monitor natin kung meron ba tayong na-miss out na filing. Ayan. So, yes, for the bookkeepers and firms out there, you can use MyBizMate for your multiple clients. For our firm, we are using this. We have around 80 clients na ginagamit namin si MyBizMate. And then you can also assign your associate. Okay, so for every firm access, you have a free 10 seats for your associates. They just have to register their own account sa MyBizMate, and then i-search nyo na lang yung email nila. And then you assign the books. Okay? Okay, so, and then we have a firm subscription plan. Nakikita nyo dito sa ano. So for the firm, medyo discounted tayo kasi sa firm kasi bulk yung kanilang pag-acquire. Kaya meron tayong discount sa firm.